Coming up, you have my chat with Shayan about our digital marketing services. You're going to want to stick around as we dive into how the mobile app can double your business. Welcome to the Legal Solve podcast. We're here with Shayan and we're going over law firm growth solutions and how you guys can grow your law firm using our digital marketing service. My name is Nathan Sumekh. I'm the vice president here at LegalSoft. I've been with the company since the day we started. And so we've identified a few of the solutions I want to go over today, especially the practice growth solutions. I'm here with Shayan. I'll let you introduce yourself.
How's it going? My name is Shayan Allahi. I'm the law firm growth manager here overseeing our digital marketing services. Specifically today, we're going to be talking about our practice growth solution package. That is a combination of over 13 different services, which we'll dive a little bit deeper into. Essentially, firms get to pick 7 of those services, or we can help custom tailor that package to the firm's needs.
Awesome. Yeah, whenever we first created the practice growth solution, the pitch was it's the law firm's wish list on one page. So you have everything the law firm would want to do for their company all in one place with a team of like 6 or 7 experts working on your one account. What we saw whenever we're building out this package was you hire 1 or 2 marketing experts in your office. The attorneys, 95% of attorneys don't know how to manage the staff in the office. They don't know what kind of content they should be creating. They don't set KPIs. And if they have a big trial litigation coming up, they're not involved in marketing. What then happens is you have great marketing people who get burnt out, tired, leave, and then the company keeps starting over and over and over again on hiring and building a marketing team. So our solution of our own need was to build this kind of client wish list of marketing services. So everything clients need to do, we do it, and there's dedicated experts for each of the solutions. So whenever a company hires us, they hire 6 or 7 people who are an expert in social, digital, paid, landing pages, client acquisition, and the whole 9 yards. And so I think today we want to go over each of the services and talk about the benefits of each and how they can actually help. And what we'll do is, if we have this on video, we'll put like all the services here so that you can see kind of an agenda of what we're going to go over.
Beautiful. Great.
Awesome. Where do you want to start?
Let's start with one of the most impactful ones. I'd say social media. I believe that's something that a lot of firms will be choosing in this package. It's something that we do recommend a lot of firms select within this, just because your digital presence usually starts with either your website or social media. It's one of the first things prospective clients will be viewing, especially in this day and age. And it's also just a great tool for brand representation.
Yeah, and you've jumped a lot into social media while you've been here. What is your take on what are some clients that are not doing well doing, and what are some clients that are doing well doing on social?
That's a great question. I think one of the biggest aspects of interpersonalizing a brand on social media is actually having that humanistic aspect to it. A lot of our clients treat their social medias pages almost as like a website or a LinkedIn page. They're often too professional in the sense of they're overly educational and not entertaining enough or building kind of a brand personality. Social media at its core is escapism. People are going on social media for a 10, 15-minute break from reality. Oftentimes they do want to be educated, which is great, but a lot of the times too, if you're too informative, it takes away from that personality. It's almost too cut and dry, and it's like sitting there in a lecture class. Yeah. So our goal is to build that humanistic approach and incorporate a little bit of comedy, incorporate some team aspects or just cultural sides of their company and show that to their viewers that, hey, we are a big law firm, we're super professional, but at the end of the day, you're meeting with a human being. You're meeting with somebody who has a soul. We try to express that through their approach with social media.
Any examples that you've seen work well?
So yeah, when lawyers or attorneys are down to get a little bit risky, and I don't want to say controversial, but create something that's kind of edgy and out there. For example, in-house, we recently just did like a Wolf of Wall Street skit and it came out really well. So with a client recently, we just did a shoot where we went into the office. This is actually our on-site filming package. They had purchased that and we went there and we scripted some funny comedical things that they could talk about. They also did like a promotional giveaway with local teams here in LA. So little aspects like that just help build a community around your social media and personalize the content more than just, this is the definition of this legal term, like a tort, or this is what we did with this case, which is also important to have too, but people really want to understand who you are as an attorney and what got you into law and who you are outside of law. Do you have pets? Do you have family? Who is this human that's going to be helping me in one of the most crucial moments of my life?
And then, I think on the social media side, one big part is than just one strategy. Some attorneys want to be very professional and they want to target other attorneys just to get referrals, right? If you're a heavy litigation firm and you focus on just getting litigation referrals, you have that one brand. And we have a couple clients who just do coaching videos. And they just do coaching videos to other lawyers. This is how we got a $10 million settlement. This is the kind of discovery we did. This is the jury selection we did. And they build more of a brand within the attorney network to get a lot more referrals in. Or you have attorneys who want to use it for more client acquisition. And then so there are a lot more educational topics. For instance, for lemon law, they create a lot more educational topics on, on different cards that are more likely to become lemon, using right hashtags and keywords. And that's part of our team's partnership, right? Our team will go and identify trending topics in your practice area, coach you guys to make the videos, and get the whole thing set up. The craziest thing about doing this is, I think, comparing the two. So one is, doing social media on your own, and then doing social media with a company like LegalSoft. I personally worked in a firm for about 3 or 4 years before we started this, and we tried doing it on our own, creating the content, getting attorneys to make time for it, getting a budget approved, and all of that ended up taking a few months to just do one thing. And if you have 2 or 3 staff on it, that one thing is going to cost you like 30 grand with all your staff on there, and then opportunity loss of not having done anything else either. And then compared to having a team like LegalSoft, where they charge you it's like $2,000, $2,500 a month for like a premium package, and they have a team like 3-4 experts doing video editing, transcriptions, creating the content, and then even going in there and just doing a whole shoot if you need to. And so on the social media side, I think it's almost a no-brainer to either supplement your internal marketing team with our social media team, or completely outsourcing it. But I think law firms are meant to do law, not have their own digital marketing agency inside of their business.
I could not agree with you more. I think a lot of the issues that these firms run into, based on your example, is having too many chefs and not enough ingredients. The beauty at LegalSoft is we have a diverse background of different marketing experts. So we bring multiple perspectives into this. People from legal, people who come from medical, people who've done consumer packaged goods. So you have a wide range of diversity in terms of the creative that we're putting behind the social media. Whereas if you're in-house, you don't have the exposure necessarily or the experience outside of that firm or outside of even that industry to have some of these creative ideas or campaign implementations that we're able to come up with just because of our diverse workforce here.
Absolutely. Awesome. So that's pretty much the social media. Anything else you feel like we should touch on?
On-site video, I think, would tie into social media as well. I think we're honestly one of the best most competitively priced services out there in terms of being able to actually get a full-on half-day video production. Typically, if you want to go that route with an agency, you're looking at thousands of dollars. We're able to do that for $500.
Yeah, I've gotten quoted for like 17 grand for a day video shoot.
Yeah, no, we're very competitively priced, and we're working with very high-qualified videographers. We source them.
Why are we so competitively priced? I think one of the main things is because our goal isn't just to make a quick buck off that one video, but it's really to build the brand, build the online presence, and as you grow, we grow.
Absolutely. I wouldn't even say we're very profitable on the video shoots. I think the point of the video shoot is really to provide our clients with the greatest content and kind of give them a strong foundation, especially if we're just launching a social media package for them or if we're launching any sort of ad campaign. Our goal is to give them the strongest creative content we can within that shoot, just to give them the foundation and kind of help expand their horizons. I think a lot of my personal experience has been a lot of these attorneys don't understand the difference between having somebody who comes from a filming background and saying, hey, let's not shoot here at this desk. The lighting is poor. The background's horrible. People can't see your face. They don't think like that. No. So we're able to kind of give them that educational experience while also create exceptional content for them.
Awesome. So social media is just kind of one aspect of the firm. It's important to create legitimacy. And I think nowadays, even if you want to go eat at a fast food chain or you want to go eat at a nice restaurant, you're going on TikTok, you're going on Instagram, you want to see the pictures of it are there, you want to see how many followers they have, you want to see the engagements on there. So now someone's going to refer a case to you or anything like that. It's a crazy statistic that like 75% of people are looking things up on Instagram and social media before they actually even go to the place. And so, social media before was kind of an option. You didn't have to have a social media. If you wanted to, you could, do something. Now it's kind of like you have to. You have to have a physical office location for Google My Business. You have to have a website, and you have to have a social media because that's what's ranking, especially on Google and things like that. What else do you want to dive into today?
Sure. Yeah, so that's just one of the 13 that comes from this practice growth package.
Yeah.
Additionally, we also do press releases. We work with very reputable firms that reach over 500 different publications. And the beauty about the way we do our press releases is all of the publications we work with are high domain authority sites. Mm-hmm. So it's actually boosting your SEO, even though that's not necessarily the goal of the press release. It's actually very productive towards your SEO approach as well, because you're getting all these backlinks across high domain authority sites.
Yeah, the firm that we did a press release for first initially, we ranked for, fastest growing personal injury law firm, and then top quality personal injury law firm, and highest rated personal injury law firm. And within like 2 weeks of launching those, we're organically showing #1 in Google My Business and in the search, which I know people spend like $10,000 a month to hit these. But so for hitting specific city targets, it works extremely well. Los Angeles, Woodland Hills, all those different cities, it works really, really well. Yeah. What are you seeing the results be on your side and whenever you're implementing these?
Outside of the SEO, it's great for brand recognition. Again, too, like you said, with social media, people are looking your firm up. So generally speaking, if somebody does a Google search, your publications will usually appear on the first page of Google, which again is another layer of legitimacy and another layer of brand recognition that you're adding to your business, essentially. So it's a great overall tool, both from the internal SEO aspect and from an external brand awareness.
Yep. Standpoint. And I know, like for instance, after we did a few press releases for myself, we have our marketing director here going, I'm doing one for myself now, because it makes your personal presence online look so legit. And so I know also one thing that we do for our clients is do a personal PR post for each of their attorneys in their office. So if someone Googles their attorney in their office, on top of Google has like their face, their picture, and a picture of your firm to create a lot of legitimacy when clients go in there and Google your firm.
Absolutely.
Awesome. So that's #2. What else you got for us?
So then we could get into our mobile apps. You're pretty well versed in this, so I can let you take over here. But the mobile apps, essentially, they provide, again, another layer of legitimacy and brand awareness to your firm. If I'm a client of somewhere and they have their own personalized mobile app, as a consumer, it just gives you this level of comfort, I guess you could say, that this isn't just somebody running around trying to make a quick buck. They actually care about their brand representation and having a channel for direct communication.
The mobile app, there's a lot of variations of it. So we went over the top when building the mobile app. I think it has like 50, 60 features in there. Everything from client profiles to case status to over 100 languages supported, podcasts in there. Everything's fully in there. You can go in there and click whatever widgets you want, and then it'll automatically populate your mobile app. And for huge firms who have really an entire brand following them and raising awareness, it's awesome. But really at the core value of the mobile app is a few things. First is if someone goes to Google and they search your law firm name, you want to show up as much as possible. And one thing that's very legit is if they search your law firm name and it says Google Play an app store with your law firm name. Oh, wow, this person has an app. Creates a lot of legitimacy. #2 is with law firms, they don't always have a call to action. And so, for instance, if they go and do a speaking arrangement, if they go and do a video or a webinar, or they go speak at a high school, there's no real call to action where they can buy a product or subscribe to too many things. But if instead they can download the mobile app, now if anyone has a case in the future, or anything comes up in the future, they can contact them on the mobile app. And there should be 3 core features on the mobile app, which we talk about, is call, email, and text. So they download your mobile app, and directly on there, they could just chat with you, email you, or call you. And those are the 3 main functions. If they want to add more, they can. But like, for instance, a lot of firms will go and spend anywhere from $200 up to, $3,000, $4,000 to acquire a new client or to try to acquire. Now there's hundreds of leads that don't ever sign up. But the important thing is that these are people who don't have a lawyer around them. and they can eventually become a really good client for these law firms. So it's important that every single time they get off a phone call, it's, hey John, sorry we can't help you today, but if you go to the App Store and download my mobile app, if you ever need me, you can contact us right away. You don't have to Google us, call someone random. And a lot of these firms who reject clients speak to those clients for like 30 minutes or an hour, just telling them that they can't help them, but giving them advice. At the end of the day, you want to still get a review from them or have them download your mobile app so they can still interact with you.
Absolutely. I think that's a great segue too into the SMS texting. One of the features of the mobile app that you just mentioned.
The SMS one's one of my favorite because I had this attorney who called me one day and said, remember that stupid SMS thing you sold me? I was like, oh, fuck. Something happened. What happened? Like, yeah. He's like, that thing just got me 4 Uber cases. I was like, okay, great. Tell me how. He said someone called him through the mobile app and said, hey Alex, thank you so much for wishing me happy birthday last week. My friend was involved in a car accident. Can you contact them? And he was like, who wished you happy birthday? Because he didn't have the number saved or anything like that. And then he remembered that it's the SMS campaigns where we text all their clients on their birthday. And then later he reminded that and then called them. It was his friend who was involved in an Uber accident. And it was a pretty serious one. Got them all signed up and paid for the mobile app for 30 years to come. I mean, the SMS campaigns for 30 years to come. Because you never know when someone needs your support. And then you spend anywhere from $200 to $3,000, $4,000 to acquire a new client. And now you're going to pay 2 cents per year to retain them ongoingly, for them to continue being with you. So if your team does a strong enough relationship building up front, paying the 2 cents every single year for the birthday text or holiday text goes a very, very long way. And so that was the SMS thing. And I love that story. I'm sure there's tons more like it.
Oh yeah, that's amazing value too. I think it's a great tool for being top of the mind and just continuing your brand awareness, having a consistent channel for that doesn't require much micromanagement or is very labor intensive. It's something you kind of just set and you can forget, and it's very fairly priced. So I'm a new firm. I just launched. What is the first thing I need?
One of the first things that you need is definitely a website. You want to build credibility. You want to send people to the truth about you, how to contact you, how to message you, and you want to build your online presence. And some of the key things about having a website, it's not like the old days, you just put up a page and it takes so long to put it up and set it up and manage it. Right now, you can go to AI and say, build me a website and I'll build your website. But the thing is, for attorneys, there's a lot of things that they have to know to have like a high-performing, high-quality website that doesn't cost a single dollar more. But it's just, you don't know. So for us, our team of experts make websites that other agencies might quote you $20,000 for. I think we make them for like less than $5,000. But that's really because, again, we're committed to making a nice, high-performing websites and then working with you long-term after that. For us, building a website should be the starting point and then building off of that after. And for us, we want to make sure that you have all the content needed. So there are so many times we just send out a videographer, we order mimosas and drinks to their office, they have a good time, we do a video shoot, and we come back and our team create videos, streamline them, and upload them to the website. And it has a few different sites and a few different ways you can do it. First is a standard website. That's like basically a 5-page website that's extremely engaging, that makes you look extremely professional, going off what you're looking for. If you're looking for a solo size website, you can make you look like a solo, or you want to have the big online presence, we'll make that big online presence for you. Showing your results, client testimonials, phone numbers, digital phone numbers that also receive texts, the live chat on the website, and then a 5-pager that talks about us, practice areas, contact us, and the basics. Then you go into more of a higher level website where this is now where we're building out a lot more pages. So some firms, you go in there and maybe it's not on the web tree, but maybe it's on the back end of having a one pager for each city in each practice area for SEO and ranking.
So this would be a firm that has multiple practice types or is across multiple states. They have the demand to need a larger website than a traditional, maybe one practice, one area, a smaller firm.
Exactly. Or it's a firm that wants to expand and do a little bit more on the website. So more of it being just an informational site, it's more engaging. So for instance, they might have a podcast section. They might have a video section. They might have a referral section, so they get referrals on there. Or they want to target specific cities, so they go on there and do it. Or some firms come to us and they say we have X budget for landing pages, and PPC. And so basically what we'll do is we'll make high-performing landing pages for each practice area in each city. So it's like injured in an Uber accident in Fresno, and we'll build out a landing page for them. And so basically we'll make a more custom package based on that. So you have your standard, and then you have your custom, which can range based on what the firms really need. But I would say 90% of our clients are in that first range, where the website's costing them between $2,500 and $5,000 for an amazing, well-done website, not just a random company who isn't trained to only do law firm websites. And the good thing about us is our core product and core service isn't just websites. And so for us, it's, we have a team who can make you amazing, beautiful websites, but we're not going to charge you an arm and a leg for it because there's so much more we can do with you. And that's the main core concept of the websites.
We also optimize them for SEO as well too. So
yes,
you're getting a boost on that from the start as well. So
yeah,
we're really full encompassing with our approach.
Shayan, thanks so much for being here with us today. It was amazing having you and going through each of the services. I know we've been wanting to do this for a while.
Absolutely, yeah. Thank you for having me as well, and thank you for your time. It was super informative, and I'm glad I got a stronger overview of the services we offer.